Boy, did things change in a hurry for us in the valley. We went from that tropical feel and weather yesterday and those storms rolling through to dry conditions, cooler, and smoke affecting us. This is our photo that was sent to us by Leah from Fergus Falls this morning, and you could see that morning sun. Hard to see, in fact, because of that smoke blotting out its energy. And this is a view for a lot of folks. If you've got a photo to share, we'd really appreciate seeing it because it gives us an idea of how bad it is where you are in the valley here. So that's from this morning. I also want to show you this photo. This is the source of the problem, one of the many wildfires burning in Manitoba. A friend of Delene Carroll who took this photo shared this with us on our gallery, and you could check it out there. But this is at Big Eddie's North Country Lodge on Wrong Lake. And he said these folks have been fighting this fire, and at night they have to take their pontoon out onto the lake to sleep so they are safe, and they have to go back in and get some more gas going to help fight the fires there. So it's pretty bad for those folks there. And then of course here we're feeling the impacts of it too. We've cooled down because that northerly air is moving in, and it's a little cooler than what we were experiencing. We're in the 70s, 74 degrees in Fargo and 77 in Grand Forks. There's that wind right out of the north, right where that wildfire smoke is coming from, a couple of gusts into the low 20s. I want to show you this. We can see it on our visible satellite map here, and it's blotting out our visibility, and we can see it on the satellite, visibility down to as low as a half mile. So here we are. So I've moved northward. Here's Winnipeg. So we're looking into Manitoba. These are clouds, these faster, brighter, white moving areas, but where we see these more faint areas of gray, that's the smoke. I'm going to step over to the big screen to better show this to you here. Again, we've got that wildfire smoke driving southward toward Lake of the Woods in Baudette. I'm going to move a little farther south now, and you can see it's just kind of filled in into northern Minnesota and spread even farther from there. And in addition to that, it's now moved farther toward Grand Forks and Fargo and southeastern North Dakota too. Doing much better in Devil's Lake and Jamestown, but we're in the smoke here in these areas thanks to those fires moving southward. So here's a look at our wildfire smoke forecast over the next 24 plus hours or so. We've got a huge area here where we've got some high concentrations of smoke and hazardous particles in the air, and this is near the surface. And as we work our way through the afternoon and evening tonight, you can see it's still driving southward. Not so bad to the west, but still getting that smoke and the yellows and reds and oranges moving southward from there. So still impacting our viewers along the Red River, especially into the east. And then heading into the morning hours tomorrow, the wind starts to change direction. That's good. We're not driving any more of this smoke into the valley, but it's still hanging around. And as the wind turns a little more southerly Friday, we could end up bringing a little bit more of it back in. I'm hoping the concentration won't be as bad, but we'll still have it in the region and affecting us here in the valley. So that's the biggest concern here for us over the next couple of days, is this smoke affecting your health. And we're looking at conditions being smoky into tomorrow, temperatures into the 80s both today and tomorrow. There is a chance for an isolated storm or two coming up for us into the day tomorrow, afternoon and evening hours, I would say, and temperatures staying in the 80s. The weekend looks not too bad. There may still be some lingering smoke with temperatures into the low to mid 80s and some sunshine. And heading into next week, we are staying dry. We'll be in those 80s and on the sunny side for the first half of the week. I'm hoping maybe in the next 10 days we've got another system approaching, but it is really looking dry. We just got an update from the drought monitor, and not much has changed in the last week. Unfortunately, a little bit of improvement in a couple of spots where we've had storms and worsening in others that haven't seen anything. So it continues on, and the smoke, once again, a big problem for us for today. So we'll continue to monitor that for you.
So anyone who's going to the fair should probably be extra cautious. That's
be cautious. And you know, cloth masks don't really work at helping to keep the smoke out, if you're wondering that. N95 masks actually do. So if you have some at home, we don't want you rushing out and buying that. Right. Of course, we need it for the pandemic. But if you have some at home and you're going to be outside, that can help you a little bit.
Thank you so much, Lisa.